Rain lashes the jagged peaks of the Caucasus, where shadows stretch like accusing fingers across storm-swept stone. A figure cloaked in mist clutches a hollow fennel stalk, its core pulsing with stolen light, a fierce, defiant ember snatched from the heart of Olympus. His breath comes in ragged bursts as thunder cracks overhead, the ground trembling beneath his pounding feet, every step a betrayal of the divine order he once served. He is Prometheus, titan of forethought, his eyes burning with a vision no god could extinguish. Below, in the valley's cradle, humanity huddles, naked forms shivering around dying embers of wood and bone, their world a perpetual twilight of cold and hunger. They know nothing of forge or wheel, of warmth that births invention, their spirits dimmed by Zeus's decree of mortal frailty. Prometheus halts at the precipice, the wind howling like the Furies' wail, and extends the stalk toward them. The ember leaps, igniting their first true flame, sparks dancing into roaring life, casting long shadows that swallow the night. But the gods do not sleep. Zeus, enthroned in storm-dark halls, feels the theft like a wound to his sovereignty. His thunderbolt hums in readiness, the air thick with the scent of ozone and retribution. Prometheus knows the cost, he has foreseen it in visions that twist like smoke. Yet he turns not back, whispering to the mortals of metals to shape, of fields to till, of fire's children, light, craft, defiance. The flame spreads, torchlit corridors of possibility unfurling in human hands, echoing footsteps of progress marking the earth. High above, the eagle circles, Zeus's sacred harbinger, wings slicing the gale. Hephaestus, reluctant smith of the gods, awaits with adamant chains forged in volcanic fury. The Titan's gift awakens the world, but awakens wrath eternal. Mortals gaze upward, firelight gilding their awestruck faces, unaware that this spark will bind their benefactor to rock and ruin. The storm breaks fully now, sacred groves bending under celestial rage as Prometheus vanishes into the fray, his choice irrevocable, the shadows lengthening forever. The storm's fury yields to an unnatural silence as dawn bleeds across the Caucasus, painting jagged crags in crimson. Prometheus hangs suspended, adamant chains biting into wrists and ankles, forged by Hephaestus's hammer in the depths of Etna's fire. The Titan's body, unyielding as the rock it embraces, faces eastward into the rising wind. His forethought now a curse, visions of torment flickering behind storm-dark eyes. Zeus's decree echoes in the void, no mercy for the thief who armed mortals against the heavens. Wings beat like war drums against the sky. The eagle descends, taloned shadow eclipsing the sun, its beak a curved sickle honed by divine malice. It perches not on flesh, but plunges straight for the liver, Prometheus's vital core, seat of courage and rebellion. Talons rend the skin with surgical precision, peeling back layers to expose the pulsing organ, glistening like forbidden fruit in torchlit horror. The bird tears and devours, blood sheeting down unmarred stone, each rip a thunderclap of agony that convulses the chains but shatters them not. Prometheus's roar splits the peaks, raw and primordial, swallowed by echoing footsteps of wind through silent ruins. Immortality betrays him, As dusk cloaks the mountain in long shadows, the wound knits, flesh weaving anew under celestial decree, liver swelling full once more in the night's chill embrace. No respite, no fading into oblivion, only the weight, muscles taut against bonds, senses sharpened to dread the dawn's approach. Day after relentless day the eagle returns, its cries a mocking hymn to Zeus's throne. The god watches from afar, enthroned in sacred groves of cloud, his laughter a distant rumble. Prometheus endures, gaze fixed on the valley below where fire's children multiply, forges glowing, wheels turning, humanity rising in defiance of frailty. Yet doubt gnaws like a second beak. In fevered visions between feasts, he sees the cost ripple outward, Pandora's jar unsealed, evil spilling into mortal lives, hope alone trapped within. The Titan's gift endures, but so does retribution, eternal cycle of ruin and renewal, torch-lit corridors of progress stained by his blood. The eagle's silhouette lingers on the horizon, harbinger of tomorrow's trial, as stars wheel overhead in indifferent witness. Centuries carve their scars into the Caucasus, where time's relentless chisel has worn the rock but not the Titan's resolve. Prometheus dangles in eternal vigil, chains groaning under the weight of uncounted dawns, his body a map of divine wrath, liver rent and reborn in ceaseless rhythm. The eagle's shadow has become his dawn, its talons scripting agony across flesh that refuses to yield. Mortals below, heirs to his ember, build empires from fire's forge, their cities torch-lit beacons piercing storm-dark skies, yet oblivious to the blood price etched above. Then, a quiver in the wind, arrows whistle like vengeful spirits, one finding the eagle's breast in mid-descent. Heracles, son of Zeus, yet slayer of beasts, stands at the mountain's foot, bow drawn in the labors of his own cursed path. The hero's gaze meets Prometheus's, recognition flashing in eyes hardened by 12 impossible trials. With club raised, Heracles shatters the chains, adamant links exploding into sacred groves of splintered ruin. The Titan crumples free, wounds sealing in a final shuddering renewal, his forethought vindicated by this mortal god hybrid's hand. Zeus's thunder growls distant protest, but the decree bends, prophecy fulfilled, the bird slain, the torment shattered. Fire's legacy endures, woven into humanity's sinew, the spark that birthed tool and temple, defiance and disaster. Prometheus walks the earth once more, his steps echoing through silent ruins of what might have been, a world forever cold without his theft. Yet the myth lingers as warning. The irreversible choice to arm the frail against the heavens invites chains no hero may fully break. Defiance forges progress, but at the core of every flame beats the pulse of retribution, a liver's endless regeneration mirroring humanity's own stubborn rise from ruin. Fate claims its tithe not in death, but in the eternal return of trial, where every gift casts long shadows over sacred groves. In this cycle of theft and torment, we glimpse the human weakness that mirrors the Titans, daring the divine for light, only to find the cost etched in blood and stone. Prometheus's punishment reveals not just a god's rage, but the fragility of rebellion. One ember ignites worlds, yet binds the giver to rock for ages. Let this tale echo in your thoughts, a final image of chains glinting under indifferent stars, progress's price forever paid. Thank you for joining Mythic Sleep Tales. Subscribe for more ancient truths unveiled.